Let you know. Let you know. Let you know. Let you know.
Yes. Welcome to the Let You Know podcast. This is EK, and I got the NOOZ with me. And of course, we got who we got with us, NOOZ.
Well, first and foremost, we got the one and only, the most beautiful on the podcast by far over here. We got Skeezy over here. What's up, Ski? You got You got your mic. We got to unmute you. We got to unmute you. Say what you guys say.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What you over there doing? What you over there got popping over there?
I'm over here cooking, ready to talk about this topics tonight. Up late night, tired of eating out, so I'm gonna burn me something to eat tonight. Some real food.
What you making?
I'm making some sloppy joes on Texas toast with some French fries.
I fuck with the sloppy joes, and then I also got a special guest who's our first time joining with us. This is actually my family, my cousin. Best DJ I've ever heard in a long time, since the originals from the Midwest to the East Coast, wherever you want to go. He's the coldest that I know. This DJ Funkbox down there with us. What's up, cuzzo?
Hey, man. Thank you, man, for that intro. Appreciate you, man. I'm here. Let's get it.
That's right.
DJ Funkbox. Salute to you, my man.
Hey,
Salute.
Funkbox.
Salute.
You think we can start with the Diddy first?
Let's start. Let's do it. Let's do it. Take that.
So what we found out is that out of the 5 cases that he had, he beat 3 of them. So he's found not guilty, sort of, kind of, right? Sort of, kind of. The 2 that he got hit with was the Mann Act laws, where he's transportation prostitution. So he's going to have to take those, which they said it could be up to 20 years in jail, whatever. But I think he's going to get probation, house arrest, something like that. I don't think they're going to.
Man, which is dumb as fuck, but go ahead, man. That's dumb as fuck.
All right, what you think about it? That's what I want to know. What y'all think?
Well, me personally, because I'm about to be a lawyer, I'm going to say the prosecution is very upset. If you look at the deliberations on why they wouldn't give him the bail, right? It was basically because all the charges they dropped and they couldn't get nothing for. They tried to put it in the language for the bail of him not getting the bail. So I just think it's like, give him his due just. He got his verdict, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just let it shit be. You know what I mean? He was in front of his peers. They came out with this verdict. The judge and no prosecutor should be able to continue to mandate and legally shit for him to be, getting hindered. He already did his due process. So it's almost like they're trying to find a way to get him because they couldn't get him with the hardest charges. So I'm Team Diddy. Whoever get mad, oh well. Take that.
Take that. Well, I'm gonna give you my take, man. I feel like this has been a hoax for the whole process. I mean, I just don't know anybody that the federal government raids your house and you don't go to jail on that day. To me, that was a red flag right there.
What you mean? You think they on Diddy's side? You think they was trying to? You think they're keeping them out? What do you mean by that?
I mean, come on, man. Like
Look, can I tell you something, Mr. Person? He had paid attorneys, so his lawyers knew about the raid and the jail that they was gonna pick him up. So that's what you do when you got money. You can do that. Like, that's the thing. Like, he surrendered the passports, he surrendered everything, right? So his lawyers knew the raid was coming. That's why he wasn't at the home. You know what I mean? They knew that, and they knew the day he was going to get picked up in New York. That day in that hotel, they had already planned it out. So when you have money and clout, you get the legal system a little more drive-through-ish a little bit. Me and you probably wouldn't have got that. We probably would have went to jail at the house with the raid. But because of his status, they, were able to talk to his lawyers and let them know ahead of time what was gonna go. So them saying he's a flight risk is a lie, because he knew 5 months before they raided to pick him up. He knew that. He knew the day, time, and the hour. So he could have been gone. So that's what they're trying to use as a reason for him not to get his bail for a flight risk. But he already knew when they was coming in raiding his house, and he never fled. So that's bullshit.
That's crazy though. That's crazy in itself. The fact that you knew, and he knew he wasn't going to jail, but they was going to continue to come and raid his house. Like he's a real criminal.
What you think about everything, Funk? Everything that you've been hearing about, what you think? You know what I mean? As far as the verdict, what should have happened in your opinion? What you think in your opinion?
Well, man, I really wasn't following much of the Diddy trial, to be honest with you. They all the famous black men have been, you know, you know, how can I say it, falsely accused, from Michael, from Michael to even Mike Tyson, so
R.
much,
Kelly.
man.
Come
I
on.
mean, so many, man.
Tupac Shakur,
So Tupac Shakur, right? So
Smokey Robinson now.
yeah, we can go on and on and on, man. So we always under attack, right?
That's real. That's real. That's real. And on top of that, because to me, what Ski was saying earlier, I got you on a quick mute real quick, Ski. On top of what Ski was saying earlier, when you got the money, there was a case going on with, I don't know if y'all remember this, but the Abercrombie and Fitch owner, he's a billionaire. They gave him bail, and his bail was less than what denied Diddy's bail. So like you said, Funk, they do us dirty in the courtroom. Meanwhile, the Abercrombie and Fitch guy, I haven't heard nothing since 2024 about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead, Ski.
But what I was gonna say to DJ Funk, is that damn, you had me on mute, ugly, so I forgot what I was about to say because that was a rebuttal. But what I was gonna say is yes to what you said, DJ Funk, about black men. But I want to say this as a woman, as a brown skinned, real black woman. The men gotta start picking bitches like they mama. Quit getting these hoes that don't know nothing about nothing. Y'all wanna, it's like y'all pick a caliber of woman that y'all really know. Only reason why they there is because what you can do. I just feel like the men, they choose women. They don't choose the right ones because y'all know the ones who going. Y'all know the ones who gonna be down, who ain't gonna say shit. Y'all never see no black bone creature in court talking about he raped me, he prostituted me, he blah, 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 blah. Nah, we take them licks and keep on moving. You know what I mean? We take that shit to the grave. But I feel like these celebrity men have to start doing a little more vetting just to be on the safe side.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, dummy.
No,
So that's, yeah.
I can't disagree with that because I've always said, even when it comes to, I always say with athletes, especially where since you was in middle school and you was they knew you had some talent, they tell you, hey man, watch out for them girls, man. Don't, you know what I mean? Be careful with them girls. You get to high school, hey man, be careful with them girls, wear a condom. You get to college, hey man, you get to the NBA and then you go marry a whore and get pregnant by it. It's like, I'm not supposed to feel sorry for you, yo. You've been warned since you were a child and you still made that mistake. That's on you. So I applaud the women that trap them because, you know what I mean? It's almost like it's, you know the thing is coming and you still fall for the trap. You feel me?
They seem like they got their blinders on, but it's like they still wide open. You know, it's like you cautious about certain people, but then the people that's hurting you is the ones that's really closest to you.
Yeah, now you're right about that. And see, the thing that makes me mad is I get a lot of people saying, "Oh." I'm just like on my timeline and all that. I see people saying, I ain't never so many people come through the fence over a gay dude or over a wife beater and all this stuff. And I'm like, it's not about that. I'm not saying the boy is an angel. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's not a bad person or whatever. But what I'm saying is what he went to court for and what he was charged for, especially that Mann Act stuff, which racist law in the very beginning anyway, from when it was started and originated. I don't think he should be going to jail for life over having a domestic violence and having a drug addict problem. I don't think that deserves to go to jail for 20 or life.
Yeah, I agree because it's like, half the people, like if you locking up domestic violent people for shit, I know somebody right now that got nine DVs. And baby daddy ain't went to jail. They dropped the charges. The prosecutor begged the mama to pick it back up. They dropped the charges. They dropped the restraining orders and everything. And secondly, my whole thing is for TMZ. Facts, TMZ, motherfucker. If y'all had that call to the hotel in 2016, how pertinent was it to y'all about DV? Y'all so about domestic violence. Why wasn't that shit released the same fucking day? You understand what I'm saying? Don't wait fucking 9 years to release it, nigga.
Right,
so that right there is bullshit.
Just
right.
to
Y'all so worried about domestic violence in the hotel too. The hotel owner, the manager, and all that. If y'all went through y'all security the night before and saw this woman getting drugged, no matter who the fuck she was getting drugged by, y'all should have released that to the goddamn that county fucking police. But see, by the delay, they let you know it was a paper play. And they're trying to get that man. And that's why I'm being a lawyer so I can knock fire from their ass.
No, that's what they said. They said Diddy bought the tape for like 50 racks or something like that. But then after a while, dude still gave it up.
The dude from TMZ bought it.
Yeah, Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I heard that the dude that worked in the hotel that seen it,
Correct.
he took the video and made copies and started selling them.
No.
I wonder why it ain't surfaced.
No. What happened was the guy that you talking about, that's a real guy. He had the tape. Diddy bought the tape thinking he had the only tape, but the dude made copies. And then so once this money probably drew out, because like Ski said, it's been goddamn 10 years. 50 racks ain't gonna last you that long. So now that his money dried up in this case to come out, now he's going to resell the tape. He's going to hustle Diddy. But like Ski said, the reason why that footage came out is because they're trying to build the case in public opinion early. They knew what they was going to try to hit him with. So we want y'all to think that this man is a really bad person instead of he's a music mogul, he's a father, he's all these different things. We want y'all to
He's just a freak at the end of the day, man. You can't go to jail for being a freak. You know what I mean? If he like dick, if he like baby oil, that's what he likes. So.
But my thing, hold on.
On top of that, you can't go to if I go into court for a ticket. If I get pulled over for having no license, you can't then just start talking about, oh, he beats his wife too, lock him up for that. No, I'm in court for a goddamn traffic ticket. No, don't try to bring some other bullshit in here.
Man, what I don't understand is that I know it just became a law, but the charges that they're the charges that they finding him guilty for it, man, there's a lot of people can be guilty for that.
But nobody went to court and got a lawyer and filed charges. That's the thing, you know?
But they wanted money.
Yeah, they wanted fucking money.
They wanted money. But I'm gonna let Funk at the end of this conversation. Did you want to say something else about Diddy, Funk, or you looking forward to a new album or anything, or you just don't really give a
No, y'all handling it well, man. Y'all got great points, man. Y'all killing it.
Appreciate it. All right. Well, I think y'all still want to keep going with Diddy, EK, Ski. Y'all got something else to say about Diddy? Y'all want to move topics?
I mean,
you know,
one thing. Parties.
Well, one thing that never came up. Been many allegations of his wife death, people being poisoned. None of that other stuff came up, you know. And plenty of people said that, you know, he had something to do with it. I mean, the circle is close to him. The ties are close to him. So, you know, that money he got is paying a whole bunch of people to shut up, you know?
But again, he's not going to court for that. That's what I'm saying. If I'm
right, I agree. But I'm saying they didn't even try to bring those kind of charges up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's basically like this is what they call it, a circus. Because that's what it is. The real charges that he should be getting charged for, he's not. He's getting charged for everyday stuff that people do on a regular. Somebody's probably flying out to another city right now to meet up with somebody.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
But that's the man. What I mean by it was a racist law that was created from Jack Johnson, the boxer back in the day that was beating up all the white. He was the number one, you know, the world champion back in the day, the first black world champion. He was beating the shit out of all the white men, but he had a white wife. And he was smashing all these white women before he got married. And the Mann Act started because him and his wife were traveling in a car, cross country together. They pulled him over. And because he was with his wife, they said that he was stuck crossing state lines to have sex. And that's where the Mann Act started. Because a black man was having sex with a lot of white women. And they didn't like that. So he got pulled over with his wife. Couldn't have sex with his wife cross state lines. That's what this is talking about. Like EK said, people get flown out all the time. And it's not a big deal. But it's not for prostitution. That's the thing. He got caught because these men came out and said, yes, I was a male prostitute, a male escort. They found me. What's crazy to me is Diddy was shopping for these niggas and Cassie was shopping for these niggas on Backpage. You would think Diddy would have some special login to some secret Illuminati whore website or something. But no, this nigga's on Backpage like us.
Everyday shit, man. That I'm gonna leave it at that. Everyday shit. It's not nothing. Like, he should not be getting charged for something like this when everybody does it all the time. All right, for real.
But y'all know why he really being charged though, right? He's really being charged because he got that defamation lawsuit against his liquor company, and they had to pay him $1 billion, $1 billion, because he got proof and showed the court that they were only selling the liquor in black neighborhoods and not advertising or selling it or even putting it in liquor stores in white upper neighborhoods or none of that across the country. And he won he won the discrimination lawsuit against his liquor company for $1 billion, nigga. He had just won it probably 3 months before they raided his fucking house.
Oh, well, then there it is right there. Then he fighting a white man.
They try to show that nigga you're still a nigga. You can have some rock, Sean, John, Pete, Bad Boy, B. Sean, Diddy, Love. You're still a nigga.
Yeah, he try to be above him.
And what a lot of people don't know is that Ciroc was out before Diddy started promoting.
Yeah,
like,
they just put him as the face of Ciroc, and then he got that other liquor. Then he got his other shit, and that's when they was mad because he got the full ownership. Then he found the market analysis. Y'all wouldn't put this shit in the white neighborhoods, and he sued you because he had it in the contract that y'all would, and y'all didn't, and y'all thought that nigga was gonna let y'all slide on that contract shit. That nigga might be a fuddy-duddy, but that nigga smart too though.
But
that's why Jay-Z is quiet. He let you know, man.
But he need to get Jay-Z ass next. I'm sorry.
He doing what he's supposed to do. He's staying quiet. He's staying low.
But Jay-Z didn't show up for him at all. Nigga, you ain't never say nothing though. He ain't have to come to the motherfucking trial. But come on, Jay-Z. You dropped too much distance. That's your everyday nigga.
Like, fuck
25 years plus, nigga. You don't leave me hanging. Fuck you, nigga. You leave me hanging in the worst time of my motherfucking life. I'ma get your ass. Fuck you, me.
Fuck him. It's family first right now with Jay-Z.
But Jay-Z, you want your out the door too, bitch. Beyonce done with your big lip ass, nigga. You retired and washed up. Beyonce tired too of your ass, and this bitch trying to break away from your ass too. Boy, gone.
Ooh.
Jay-Z next. Watch what I say. Jay-Z next. Y'all hear today, July 2nd. He gonna be next. Watch.
Oh, she gonna be a good lawyer.
Yeah. That's a hot take right there. That's a hot take.
That's real. No, that's real. That's real. She's a beast. She's a beast. I mean, that's like I said. The only thing that kind of upsets me is, like I said, I'm a Diddy fan personally.
Me too.
But
we all love Diddy. We all love Diddy, man. His music brought us babies.
Right.
Well, he pissed me off when he messed up Craig Mack. So anyway.
Me too. I'm with you, Funk.
Yeah. You
and
right.
Black Rob.
Yeah.
All these other people. Locks.
Yeah. The Locks.
Everybody.
Yeah.
His business partnership might not be the best.
Chris Thomas.
Wait a minute.
Mason
Mace,
Bethel.
Mary
112.
We all keep going. Shine. We can keep going.
Keisha and Pam.
Yes. What's the other one?
Kennedy Kane, Day 28. Who else?
Keisha Coles. He messed over her too.
Damn.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't like to do this about record people because remember, he's giving these people opportunities. Without Diddy, we don't know who these people are. We don't know who 112 and all these niggas are.
But I understand that. But can I tell you something, friend? Let me tell you why I want to be a judge, because it's not what you do, it's how you do it, and it's about being fair. You understand what I'm saying? It's just about being fair and you know what I'm saying, being straight up. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta mute you right there, Ski. I gotta mute you right there. This is the record business. There is nothing fair about the record business. Continue.
I mean, I understand that, because when we tell people I'm about to be a lawyer, I'm a paralegal, they like, oh, you just want because you a lawyer, they lie, they just no. Yes, some of us do, but me, Shemiski, I'm gonna be integrity filled. I'm gonna do people how I'm supposed to be. They want to be treated. I'm gonna be and fight for them, my nigga. I'm not gonna, think, oh, because I got connections and I can get shit done this way and be, faulty. Man, let your word mean something, nigga. And it's black people you fucking with, nigga. So treat us better. Now, how about that?
Hey, shouldn't have signed the paperwork I gave you, dummy. Now go back to the studio and make me a hit. Now go back to the studio and make me a fucking hit.
If I was to write somebody a contract right now because they fuck with Shemiski, they're not gonna read it. Now a new motherfucker might, but if somebody have me write them a contract agreement right now, 90% of the people who fuck with me ain't gonna read it because they know Shemiski ain't putting nothing in that motherfucker that's fucked up for me and gonna do what's best for my business or my opportunity. So they not gonna read it.
No, but that's coming from you. What I'm saying is, if they
feel like Diddy is that nigga.
Let's say you're my entertainment lawyer, right? And I want to sign to Bad Boy, and Bad Boy gives me a contract that's a terrible contract. It's up to you to tell me that it's a terrible contract. But if I still sign it because I'm desperate to get paid. And that's what I think a lot of this stuff comes from. In the record business, they prey on young people that don't know the business, for one. On top of that, hip hop is a young man's sport, so the youth is coming up. So, and on top of that, you want the money now. People want that money now. You can either sign now and get this, or you can do this and get that later. You got people like Drake, who's the hottest artist in the world at one point, and he signs the Cash Money. He didn't need Cash Money, but he wanted to be with Lil Wayne. Nicki Minaj wanted to be with Lil Wayne. These people are dying to get. Niggas are literally going back to Cash Money after complaining about being raped for all their money. All of them came back. You feel what I'm saying?
They came back because they ain't had shit else to do.
What do you mean? Everybody.
That's true. I believe that too.
Listen. What I'm telling y'all is this: from Juvenile came out.
BG talks so bad about Baby. Don't fuck with me. Draw the whole album about the nigga. Now you up there sucking his dick again like a little fag boy out of the fed. Boy, go sit down.
That's
Stop playing.
Saying. Don't be mad at Baby. That's what I'm saying. You can't be mad at Baby. You can't be mad at Diddy. These niggas want to get hold. These niggas want that quick money instead of the long money, for whatever reason.
I don't know. So me personally, I deal with people off their character. If your character ain't the shit, I don't want to fuck with you. I don't care. I want to do no business with you. I want to do nothing with you. I want to do nothing with you if your motherfucking spirit ain't right.
All I'm saying, Ski, is Juvenile came out with Back That Ass Up, which is a classic record since it came from the day it came out. He don't need cash money no more. He can sell records out of his trunk of his car now, because who don't know who Juvenile is?
Right.
He's choosing to split his money because he doesn't want to do the work. He wants the record label to do the work. That's what this all goes down to.
You're right.
So I'm not saying all these people that y'all named careers did not plummet, but at the same time, Diddy.
Let me ask you a question.
Everybody y'all named got at least 2 hit records, probably.
Okay, let me ask you a question though. Let me just ask you a question, and we can go to the next topic, right? Just because a person can do it, does that mean do it though? Just because you know you can get over, just because you know you can write a shitty contract, just because you know you can, and then on top of that, being a black man to come from whatever you come from, your history, your background, your daddy being a mob dude riding for Gaudis and all that shit, just whatever. You're a black man, so why you gotta? It's just because you can do it don't mean you're supposed to do it though. You know what I mean? Just because you know these people is vulnerable and then you know they hungry, why do that though, my nigga? Because guess what? That keep it P with you though, Evan. That's why that nigga getting what the fuck he getting right now. Because you can't do anything to God's people and think he gonna let you do whatever, nigga. Yeah. So you're getting your ass whooped, Diddy, right now, because all the karma your dusty ass put in this motherfucker universe, nigga.
He got a slave owner mentality. That's what you do to people who's down and out of their luck. You know what I'm saying? You
motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's slave owner.
That's how I'm saying, Double OZ.
Does anybody know how he did any of these people wrong? Just out of 30 of them artists that I named, how did he do any of those guys wrong? Explain to me how he did them wrong.
Okay, so for the locks, I mean, now you know you're the music guru. You don't know how he did the locks.
I know what happened with the locks. They signed a bad contract, yes.
But I understand that, but this is the point. You're right. Okay, if you want to go legalities, you know, you're talking legal beagle. I get that. But what I'm saying, to whom much is given, much is required, nigga. Have some fucking valor in class, bitch. You had already had some money, nigga. Bring your people really generally up so they can bring another motherfucker up. Quit trying to be crab in the bucket, nigga. You already got the bucket, the crowd, the goddamn jacket. Damn, nigga. Let your people come up here and eat for real, nigga. Give them a free chance, nigga. You a black man. Nigga, you over talking about all this shit now? Oh, the black people and this and connected and this and that. Nigga, you been a salty businessman for 25 fucking years. Ain't nobody hearing that shit, nigga.
Well, let me say this.
Bullshit.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the locks are millionaires?
Huh?
No.
Do you think the locks are millionaires?
I don't.
I think they might be, but not from music.
What are they selling? Drugs?
I'm just saying. Maybe not from music.
What my point is,
you don't know who the
Locks is. You don't know who the Locks is without Diddy. You don't know who 112 is without Diddy. Diddy did his part.
Okay, I got you entertainment tonight.
Hold on, Ski. It sounds to me like you're on some. Let's change it to the drug game. It sounds to me like you're saying, I'm the man with all the dope. Here, y'all niggas take all this and y'all make money. I don't want $1 off of it. Y'all just go ahead until y'all come up.
No, it ain't gonna say I want $1 off of it, but I'm giving it to you at the good price so you can make some money off of it. That's what I'm saying.
That's not.
I'm giving you room to make something off of it, nigga. That's just good business, nigga. It ain't about that shit.
Business though. I mean, Prince was complaining about it since the 80s. This has been going on.
That's because it's been going on. It don't mean you continue it though. That's what I'm saying.
It is. But you know what? It's more like if you like the big bro, you know what I'm saying? They want to come to you because they think you respect it. They think that you're
right.
You good peoples, man. Like when most of the time, good people always get fucked over is because they expect the good out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to them signing with Diddy, they probably didn't understand the language of the contract, but I'm pretty sure Diddy did. I'm pretty sure he did.
Correct.
And my thing is that you should want people to eat, because the more they eat, the more you gonna eat, even though he already eating. But what I'm saying is that if
You
they
wouldn't
making
be
hit,
eating at all though without me is what I'm saying. You wouldn't be eating
that's true.
at all without this opportunity.
Well, I
Whether
don't know
you're getting
about all, but
$100,000 and I'm getting $1 million, you were $100,000 broker before you met me.
to me, it's more like this. Without Diddy, they probably wouldn't get $1 million show. Just an example. To where if they was by themselves, it'd probably be like $1,000, $1,500, maybe $2,000. You know what I'm saying?
He's changing their life.
He is definitely changing their life. He definitely is.
And they're still complaining. Imagine,
But he's getting over.
Imagine you helping somebody in their life and they still complain to you because they didn't do well with their money or whatever they did, whatever happened, they didn't do their part. I don't agree with that. The only person I think he really did dirty was probably Big and Shine. I think he did. Shine wasn't even about music. Shine was about the whole.
That was fucked up. That was fucked up, Diddy.
But of course, the little dog take the big case. Michael Vick's boys was supposed to take that case, not Michael Vick. Them niggas fighting them dogs was supposed to take the case, not Michael Vick. You're not supposed to let the meal ticket go to jail. It don't make sense.
But that was the whole reason with the dog fighting case too, though, man. They wasn't looking for them guys. They wanted the big fish. And who was the big fish? Michael Vick.
You supposed to say, that's mine, sir. That's mine. That's them are my dogs. I did that.
No, it wasn't even the fact that it was their dog. It was the fact that it was his property. You know what I'm saying? It was his property that they was coming on doing the raid at the time that he wasn't at home.
Okay.
So,
Well,
that was his crib. So he had no choice, man. He was already in it once they came on the property.
Mm.
But as far as Diddy go, I just feel like, man, Diddy helped him out. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, man, he should have done a little better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know more of the record business than they do. You should be at least putting your hand in everything that they doing. So you know what I'm saying? It'll help you out in the long run.
He should treat every artist like they was his son, basically, right?
Not every artist.
I mean, all his artists that he's grooming or whatever. He should take care of them like that was his own son. Is what you're saying? If they're stupid, because remember, this is business.
Right. I'm saying the ones that he feel like has the most talent, that's the ones I would have been focused on. The locks. Just think if he really put into the locks like he was supposed to, man, they would be one of the best trios that we ever heard.
They got songs of Mariah Carey. What do you want me to do?
I mean, but that's one song, fam. I mean, it almost sounds like it's one-hit wonders because
name another street artist outside of Old Dirty Bastard that got a song with Mariah Carey.
Eminem.
You making it seem like just because he did him a listen, man, we get it. Yeah, you the contract. Okay, we get that. But it's about morality, man. Like, you know, for instance, me and my teacher got into it last semester because he told me, oh, you think you can go do that purpose when you become a lawyer? I said, I'm not. He said, I'm 35 years in this and I am. No, nigga, your integrity of mind is different. I don't give a fuck how many years you've been a lawyer. I'm not doing that shit. It's about morality for me and integrity. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, Diddy, you know, they should look at the contracts. Yes, Diddy, it gave them opportunity to make a song. Maybe they had more than one song. But all I'm saying as a human being, Double OZ and Funk and you, sir, is that, you know, come on, man. You a black man representing an industry that black people don't really know about. Why couldn't you be a motherfucking real motherfucker just putting them on game, pointing it out or something? I'm just saying, Diddy would have a better reception with the world if he just would have done that. I'm not saying, you know, hold their hand, read the 200-page contract with them. All I'm saying is, like, just because integrity is what you do when no one's watching, and have some of that. I think people need to start having integrity. Do what's best when no one's looking. And I just think, even though you can do that, you didn't have to do that, man. Like, this show people, as an attorney in the future, I'm never going to play and act and do shit that's gonna jeopardize my people. And if I, like you said, never let you go. if I got paralegals up under me, right, and I'm not going to just milk their ass, work them to the bone just because they paralegals working at my firm. I'm going to take consideration to their life, what can get them the best opportunity to be better when they leave here. I'm not just going to work them to the bone because I can. Damn.
I hear you, but
I want to hear from the DJ. I mean, since you do music, what do you think?
I know, Mr. Funk.
Well, I'm enjoying you guys' dialogue. Check this out. I am. I mean, everybody's killing it. We got to understand that although Diddy is Diddy, he's probably being controlled by higher entities. He's just a gatekeeper. There are other people are way more powerful than him, way more money than him. And so they're probably teaching him how to like maintain a slave, so to speak. You know, we don't see it. We don't see it that way. But just like any corporation, you know, you can make your own rules. You don't have to have, you know, their laws, but, you know, they know ways around beating those laws based on those contracts. And most of those contracts, they know certain artists are not going to make it. They put big insurance policies on some of these gangster rappers, and they want them to do gangster rap or negative things or gang related, drug related, all those negative vibes. So when something go down, everybody's like, hey, well, he was repping the gang life or the thug life, so it happened. But they got like $4 or $5 million contract on that dude. So they already got money in the bank. If something goes wrong in that industry that they in, as far as the publishing, the writing, the distribution, the promoting, all that, the studio,
starting off.
Yeah, if something goes south, hey, we got this cat right here. We already got $2-3 million contract on. You know, they make it happen.
Right. And the way it works is if that artist, because remember, I'm taking a chance on you. You're the art. I'm taking a chance. I'm spending all this money on you. I'm taking the chance, right? If you fail, you get to go back. I mean, of course, you're broke or whatever, but you get to go back. You know what I mean? I'm the one that lost out on thousands of dollars. And now I got to use the other artist that is selling money to recoup all the shit that you fucked up on. But nobody looks at it like that. It's just like, oh, this person is rich, so he got to take the fall. But again, it's business. And I personally think some of these businesses have already been designed, just like insurance. Insurance has already been designed a way that there is no morality in insurance, bro. They don't give a fuck. There's no customer appreciation in insurance, nigga. It just is what it is. And that's why I think the music business has been around so long and already been imprinted that it ain't no change in it. And like Funk was saying, what if the person that taught you, aka Clive Davis, is not a good morality person? And so you're learning from somebody that's not a moral person. So you only know how to do it one way. You feel me? If your coach or your veteran is a piece of shit or a down low homo and made you suck his dick to get to the money to start your company, you don't really know how to start a company. You took the gay way. So now you got to get somebody, you only know the gay way. Go ahead, excuse me.
So is it cool to suck a dick to get a contract though? I mean, you was cool with that, nigga? If that's what you have to do? It ain't that serious, bitch. Go to McDonald's, ho. Sell some dope, plasma, bitch. I ain't sucking some dick, nigga. Yeah, right. They probably did though, but I'm just saying though, it was that serious for you to get bad boys or the motherfucking gawker nigga, or get that took up the Clyde nigga? No.
I mean, now that we know he put sperm on his nipples, baby
kissing his artists on videos and shit. So you know what I'm saying? Kissing them on national television. That just lets you know right there.
I want to say this, and we're gonna change the subject. Can't nobody my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no. I got to keep on moving. All right.
You can't break my soul. You can't break my soul.
Take that. Take
that. Glad you free Diddy.
Now we're gonna switch it up real quick. We're gonna go to LeBron James real quick. I don't know how much you've been paying attention to sports, Skeezy, but we about to go to sports real quick so you can chime in.
I like sports a little bit. Don't do me.
I'm just wondering. I know you got a lot on your plate, so I don't know basketball offseason. Give a fuck about. So we're gonna chop it up. So, EK, why don't you tell us about what's going on with LeBron James, bro?
I mean, LeBron just picked up his option, man. And so now he's wanting to figure out his options on if he's going to stay or if he's going to leave.
How much is his option for 1 year?
I think it was between $52 and $53 million
for a 40-year-old basketball player.
Yes, and most times LeBron, he don't have to pick up his option. He usually opts out of his option and tries to get a new deal. But this time he opted in. Why is that? You want to know why? Because he ain't the focal point of the Lakers no more. It's Luka Doncic.
Do you think Lakers are telling him that, or is he just now figuring that out?
I'm pretty sure they told him. That's why he like, shit, I'm gonna go ahead and take this money, because either this is his last year with the Lakers and retire, or he gonna go to another team. But my thing is, man, I don't really think nobody really wants LeBron James. Like, people can say they want him. Oh, we'd love to have him on our team. I don't think so. The market is not it's not built for him to get traded right now.
I mean, to spend $53 million on a 40-year-old man. I mean, I don't know.
There's not a lot of teams that have that option to where they can be like, oh, let's go get LeBron James. And if they do, they terrible. They not a good team.
Right.
So I don't see where he's gonna go. I don't see why people really think that he's going anywhere, because I don't think he's going anywhere.
Well, on top of that, he was just talking about rings don't matter. He was saying rings and championships don't matter. But now your actions are saying otherwise. You feel me? And your whole career has been saying otherwise as well. You've been jumping around ring chasing for 22 years, but now all of a sudden rings don't matter. So, and I remember we had Stardy. I remember this is probably a few, because we've been in that group chat with a minute with Stardy and him. And I remember Stardy saying probably maybe 2-3 years ago, he was like, it might have been even longer than that, because I don't remember how long we've been in that chat. But he's like, y'all mark my words, when LeBron James' career comes to an end, the media is gonna flip on him. They're gonna flip on him, and
he brought it up today.
He
brought it up today. He did. He brought it up today. He was like, remember when I was telling y'all back way when how LeBron is he's a narcissist. He has to be in control. He has to be in the news. His ego and his pride is coming out of him right now. It really is, man. I'm just dumbfounded, because the fact that you wanted to talk about ring culture, but then your whole career was based on chasing a ring. That's why I don't understand why he would say something like that. And then he didn't even have the balls to come in front and say, hey, I'm going to say this to y'all. No, what he did was he made Rich Paul come and say, oh, man, we're going to explore our options so we can compete for championships. Championship? Now, just think if he would have said that on the microphone after he just said that. People would be killing him like we killing him now, because it don't make sense of what he said. It don't.
Yeah. Are you a LeBron fan, Funk?
Yes, I am to an extent. Yeah.
What do you think about? First of all, I'm gonna start with the ring thing. He said, I don't know if you heard that, but he was saying that rings don't really matter. If you got 6 rings and I got 4, I'm still better than you. And he was having this conversation that, like, basically, in my opinion, he was being a little passive aggressive about saying he's better than Michael Jordan, because he knows he's not catching the 6 rings. But
Right.
What do you think rings are important to being, as far as when we talk about being the greatest player of all time, or top 3, top 2, or whatever? Do you think that matters?
It matters. It doesn't take away individual greatness, because you could be great, could be on a bad team, or you can have a terrible coach.
Correct.
Or you might not have the pieces that certain players have, that, like, when you look at the team that you had with Harding and KD and Russell Westbrook, and you see what they couldn't do together. And these guys are, superstars. You know what I mean? 2 triple-double, averaging triple-double, one of the best scorers of all time. And you got another guy who scoring champ a couple of years, and they couldn't get it done. So you got to look at, coaching. You got to look at who was in the league at that time and who had a dynasty at that time. I mean, there's so many things to look at, man. You can't take anything away from Iverson, the mailman. See who else? Patrick Ewing.
Reggie, Barkley.
Reggie, yeah, Barkley, definitely Barkley. You know what I mean? So when we could say Hardaway, we had a short career, but you can also what's the guy that played in Toronto?
What's his name? Carter.
Is that who you talking about, Vince Carter?
Yeah, Vince Carter.
Yeah, he probably talking about Vince Carter or even Damon Stoudemire.
Look, I knew them 2 names while he talking about me in basketball. I got 5 brothers, baby.
The cousin that played Vince Carter cousin.
Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady.
That was my boy too.
Yes, he was crazy dope.
Yeah, I like Tracy McGrady. I liked all his shoes too.
Yes, wrong team.
Yeah, I agree. He was from Memphis too, my hometown. I fuck with.
But there it is.
I mean, you can't never take nothing away from LeBron's accomplishments. Never. I just don't like the way he's trying to portray himself. Like, I don't care about the GOAT conversation, but yeah, you're talking about it. Oh, I don't care about how many rings I got, but you're talking about it. You're trying to do it. It's just like he lost me because I was a LeBron fan. I loved LeBron when he first came into the league, but then when he went to Miami, that's when he lost me because I was like, well, you automatically trying to just shut it down to the fact that where nobody can win a championship but you, and that's the way he made it seem.
How you want hot dog? Or you want this? I'll take that.
So, I mean, that's just my take on it. I mean, as far as that goes.
Well, I just want to say my little take on it.
Go ahead. What you got to say?
Well, I like LeBron, but I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. So let me just say that so I don't want anybody get to be misconstrued. But I like LeBron. I think that he's great at what he's done. He's great at what he do. I did like his son coming to play for the Lakers for that little 2-ass games or 3 weeks or 6 months. He wasn't, his son really was an embarrassment. But I like him, but I just don't like sometimes when he tries to kind of sound like he's better than Jordan or like, he kind of got a little cockiness a little bit about him. And I like him, don't get me wrong. But I think he doesn't pay enough homage to the people before him. That's just my opinion.
He did at one point, and then all of a sudden, I don't know where it went south, but yeah.
And last thing, his shoes ain't nothing. I mean, LeBron is great, but nobody sells out his shoes like Jordan shoes. That's FYI. Jordan shoes from 1996 come out tomorrow, gonna sell out in 1 hour. LeBron's is not doing that. They did it for a little bit when they first came out, but they ain't doing that now.
It's the ratings too. No, don't forget about the ratings. The ratings is down.
Yeah.
The ratings was huge when Michael Jordan was playing. Even Kobe Bryant, they was huge.
R.I.P. Kobe.
But what you got to say, NOOZ? I mean, I know you a Kobe fan.
You know what? My connection was messed up. I missed a lot of everything. Yeah, what was y'all talking about? It just came back in.
I want to know what's your take on how you feel about what LeBron said about the ring, because if Kobe would have heard that,
Come on,
what I'm saying,
bro. To me, I think I mean, with anything, me personally, if you're gonna do something, especially if you're the chosen one or whatever, you're bound to be great or you're supposed to be the best. I agree with Funkbox said earlier. Like Allen Iverson, you can't take nothing away from these guys. Mm-hmm. But when you start talking about the best of the best of the best, you have to nitpick and find out why this guy is better than this guy. You know what I mean? You got to be an asshole almost. You know what I mean? At this point, whether it be Michael, because when I talk to old NBA players, I used to have this debate with Kobe and Jordan with the players, retired players. They would say things to me that didn't even matter to me, like, oh, Michael Jordan's hands is bigger, that's why he's better than Kobe. Things like that ain't got nothing to do with a point or nothing, but it is a factor in basketball that it could be something else. So I think when you're nitpicking at these guys, the rings eventually play a part. There was a piece on there where Gilbert Arenas was debating it, and he was saying how at one point when Kobe had 3 rings, Tracy McGrady and him was playing against each other, and he's saying the media is saying they don't know who's better between T-Mac and Kobe at this point. Meanwhile, Kobe got 3 rings. I don't even think T-Mac made it out of the first round of his whole career. At this point, we didn't know that, but they were saying that these two are the same, and one got 3 rings and the other one doesn't. So Gil is like saying that, the media, you guys were saying the same thing that LeBron is saying, but now you want to shit on him. And to that, I say that's craziness. If you're just talking about regular basketball players, yes. If you want to say this guy with no rings and this guy with 1 ring, if you want to say they better, fine. But if you want to talk about the best of the best, you have to start talking about championships, skills, numbers, playoffs, what they did at certain times. You got to, because that's the only way you can separate them. And I don't think it's close when you do that. I always said LeBron James is a great basketball player, but when you break his career down with context, it doesn't sound that great. It sounds better when you just skim over it and say what he did real fast. It sounds amazing.
Accolades. When you check his accolades, you be like, "Oh, dang! He went to this many finals. He's the scoring champion all time." I mean, yeah. When you see them stats, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, there shouldn't be a doubt." But if you actually look at his career, man, it just seemed like, man, he forced himself to win championships. Like when he went to Miami, there's no doubt in my mind that I knew that they was gonna win. So when they lost that first year, I was shocked as hell. I was shocked.
No doubt in your mind, that nigga got on TV and said, "No, we're not gonna win 4, not 5, not 6." That nigga thought he stacked the deck so high. He thought they was gonna win 7 rings, bro. That's how you know a nigga stacked the deck so crazy that they thought they was gonna win 7 championships.
And it was a disappointment. It didn't come out as many as he thought.
He got the same amount as him as Kobe and Pau Gasol. Except for Kobe and Pau Gasol went to the championship 3 times in a row. They lost 1. Kobe, because remember, let me ask you this, Funk. What do you think about how Michael Jordan went back to back to back, retired, went back to back to back, or Shaq and Kobe went in back to back to back? Actually, they went to 4 championships in a row. They lost the 4th one, and then Kobe leaves Shaq and then goes back to back to back and loses one of those. Do you think winning back to back solidifies, or just like how now in the past 7 years they say it's been one champion, a different champion every year in the NBA, to where it looks like a fluke every year? Nobody's really the best team in the NBA because every year it's a different team. You know what I mean? Like Michael Jordan and Kobe had it sewed up, like we're the best. But when you're one every 4 or 5 years, or sporadically and shit, do you think that matters, or a championship is just a championship?
Well, I think you don't have a star that selling out like Jordan did everywhere you go. Everywhere he goes, no matter what arena he's going to be in, that arena going to do well when he's coming to your town. You don't have a lot of players like that anymore, right? Where, I mean, it's a guarantee. I mean, people mark it on their calendar, right? And it's a different time now. We got so many options for our eyes, with the social media and the cable channels and life itself. So back then they didn't have as many options, and the game was different. You only needed two stars on your team and a bunch of role players. And now the marketing is different. We talk about everybody eating, so now the way the league is set up, even in the NFL, you don't know who's going to win, So I mean, you always want to have someone to, you know, to look that we got to go through. But now it's, as you see these two small markets go to the finals, and it been one of the best ratings, and it was pretty entertaining. That they played some good basketball, man. I mean, they played team basketball. That was one of the nicest series I've ever seen. You know, with not having superstars on the team. You know what I mean?
I agree. And what pisses me off about that is when people complain about it, but then they be fans of college basketball. I'm like,
Right.
how the way you can complain about this NBA final, but y'all go watch a bunch of kids, a bunch of novices, not professionals play that are worse. Or you're a WNBA fan and you didn't want to watch this NBA finals. Like, what the hell? What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Because
Yes.
because we were spoiled. We were spoiled having multiple superstars in finals. And that, to me, goes back to our point, you know what I'm saying, as far as this generation with LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Like, when Michael Jordan went to the finals, we knew they was gonna win. There was no doubt. It might have been looking like they was gonna get a chance to win, but at the end of the day, they was not going to win. You know what I'm saying? Even with Kobe and Shaq, we knew when they went to the finals, we knew they was gonna win. Period. You know what I'm saying? It took the fourth year of them bickering back and forth for them not to win a championship. LeBron is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the difference between them and him is that they were killers. Like, to the point where when they went to the finals, it was hard to stop them. LeBron, it's hard to stop him too, but he's not built to like take over a game and be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the man. I'm the reason why we gonna win this game.
He's done it before.
I'm not saying he ain't done it before, but what I'm saying is that we always had question marks. The only time we really kind of figured that LeBron was going to win championships is when he was in Miami, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Cleveland Cavaliers championship, nobody expected him to win that championship. For real, let's be honest. They was down 3-1.
Right.
And they lost their best defensive player that year. So I think that was manufactured, but that's just me. And then you can say the Lakers. I mean, when they was in the bubble championship, we didn't really know if they was gonna make the championship, but when they did and they was playing against Miami, man, we would have shitted on them if they would have lost to Miami in that final. All them other finals, all them other, even with Miami at one point, you know what I'm saying? Like with the Spurs, like we kind of figured the Spurs was probably gonna beat them too. It wasn't a guarantee, but we guaranteed with Dallas they lost. We thought OKC was gonna get them. That's when they won.
Right.
Then with the Spurs, everybody's like, "Oh, nobody can beat the mighty Spurs." They was motivated to win that one.
Remember, the Spurs lost to it. They played each other twice. Remember?
Right, and I'm talking about that second time. The Spurs was ready for them.
Exactly,
they was ready for them. They knew how to stop LeBron. They knew the kid on D-Wade. They knew what to do.
Yeah, they knew
what. And if it wasn't, to me, if LeBron had the mentality of a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan, I wouldn't give a fuck if the Spurs had everybody on their squad. They would have won.
No, and that's what I say about context matters. If without the context, it just sounds like he just won. Go ahead, excuse me.
I have a question. What do y'all think about the 3-on-3 with Ice Cube? Because I'll be following that.
I think it's fire right now.
Me too.
Yeah, it is.
It could like replace the NBA or no?
It's not going to replace the NBA.
I mean, not replace it, but could you think it could be like something that? Because I wouldn't mind like going to check out the players and play. You know what I mean? I be watching it on YouTube and I follow Ice Cube and shit. But I like it. I mean, so do you think like he's a threat to the NBA, or do you think because he said he went through a lot of red tape to get the 3-on-3 and shit going and all that? So what y'all think about that? I mean, I'm just asking because I mean, you know, I'm into that. I follow him and shit.
Nah, everything you're saying is right. He did have the NBA is kind of looking at him like I wouldn't say a threat, but they don't want to look at him like a partner, basically. I mean, because he can't be a threat because he's getting retired players. So there's no threat to the active
Hey,
players.
yeah, listen, but let me say something. If he ever hook up with me, I'm gonna be his marketing strategy. We're gonna go for them youth motherfuckers. We're gonna go to them camps and do some other shit though.
It's not gonna happen, baby.
Why?
The only way that's gonna happen is if you paying them more than the NBA's paying them. I mean, you're not gonna be able to do that.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, we ain't gotta get the first round draft, but I think he can get some better people than retired old motherfuckers though.
Now, what he does is he gets retired players, overseas players. I mean, they're not old. They're just not in the NBA anymore. You could be retired in the NBA at 30. You just didn't get drafted to play over.
They got names. They got names. They got names. They got real names. Like we know these guys.
All-star names that you might go get their jersey, but a lot of fans have watched them since high school, college, in the NBA, and they know what they can do. Like Dwight Howard's in there. I remember when they first started, he put Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson only played like 1 or 2 games, and he was out of shape. But it's Allen Iverson, so everybody's showing up. He's selling merchandise. Because Allen Iverson could sell water to a well. You put Allen Iverson on it, nigga, the culture's coming behind it. You feel me?
Yep.
But real quick, I didn't want to say, because I want to say one thing on top of Eric. Pause. What he said earlier. The difference to me between LeBron James is simple, though, is with shortcuts. There's player A had the most dominant player on his team of all time, Shaquille O'Neal or whatever. And they told him, hey man, you can't win without Shaq. So what does he do? Hey man, get this fat nigga out of here, and I'm gonna show y'all what I can do. The other nigga can't win in Cleveland, and he leaves. He says, I can't do it here. I need help. I need to go here to get help from Dwayne Wade. When his knee goes out, and I need to bring Chris Bosh too. But when this guy's knee goes out, now I need somebody else. Oh, Kyrie's in the league in Cleveland? Let me bring Kevin Love over there too. Oh, Kyrie's hurt? All right, let me jump to LA with Anthony Davis, the new best thing in town. It's just when you break down his career in context, it don't sound so great compared to a Kobe Bryant or a Jordan that fought through the fire to get what they wanted to. When Michael Jordan was losing to the Pistons and the Celtics, he didn't say, hey man, fuck this. Let me go join forces with another player. He was like, no, whatever he did it and beat him, whether it would have been time, whether it was time, injuries, whatever it was, he stayed put and beat that challenge. When LeBron James is faced with a challenge, he finds the easy way out of it. I've never even seen LeBron James go through a rebuild. Everybody talks about when Shaq left, what Kobe did as soon as cut. It was like, well, you had to rebuild the whole team. He was playing with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown, but they're not supposed to win. So what he did was to show everybody, I'll get 40 on all you niggas all season. Then when I get some help, we go back to back to back. We go.
And what's another thing? That he don't like doing either?
You talking about LeBron?
Yeah.
As far as on the court or just, what do you mean?
I mean, his thing is he don't like playing with young guys. He like playing with veterans.
You have to go to a rebuild. Whenever there's a rebuild time, he either trades those young guys and gets veteran players, which I'm not mad at him for that.
Not at all.
It's just the shortcut that we've never seen a player in his prime leave to go play with another player in their prime and bring another player that's in their prime. We've never seen that. We've seen
and then try to parade around like that. We gonna run the NBA. We gonna do this. We gonna do that.
Right.
And then you don't do it. We looking at you like, man, what happened?
We saw players on the downside of their career, Charles Barkley or these guys try to join with Akeem and try to ring chase at the end of your career. You don't do it in the prime of your career, especially if you're not supposed to be you're supposed to be the chosen one. That's the difference between Kobe and LeBron to me. But LeBron is a great player, but he's just not on the same.
No doubt.
Yes,
no doubt.
True.
Hey man, great player.
No doubt. I just wish he would stop talking. LeBron, if you watching, dude, just shut up and play basketball, man. Because when you open your mouth, dude, man, it's not good, man.
Let's not pretend like there wasn't a such thing as dumb jock. We all know about the term dumb jocks.
Right.
Yeah, he is too, man. He got caught.
Look, there's another difference between Kobe. They both high school graduates, but one speaks 3 languages. The other one act like he fake reading.
I was finna say he had the book backwards. Yeah, he was reading the book backwards and shit. And then they asked him, man, let me stop, man.
So hold on,
He's just too cocky.
I like
that.
LeBron, but I kind of went from a 10 to like an 8 when the dude in Akron got killed. Where he from? They tried him like 67 times or something and shit. He jumped out his car and fled. They said he had a gun and shit. I inboxed and I DM'd LeBron for like a month, sending him the articles about it. And that nigga never said one motherfucking thing about it. And the nigga got shot in the LeBron jersey. I'm just saying though, and it was unjustifiable and everything.
Easy, come on now, that ain't.
I'm just saying he could at least shared the post, nigga. It's from your hometown.
That nigga don't know you.
I don't give a fuck. You know this nigga from Akron and he got on your jersey. Bitch, holes in this motherfucker. Bitch.
No,
And he-
I feel you on that.
Force him.
You think you magazine
So force his ass. Say, hey, he's wearing your jersey.
Hold on, let me
in
tell you,
Ohio. You gonna do it.
I wasn't mad that he didn't say nothing back to me. I kept watching his story to see if he was gonna reshare it or just say something or be like praying for Akron or try condolences to the family. I just thought I was looking at his story, not really to say nothing to me. He don't know me from a can of paint, right? I'm talking about the articles I was sending him, so that made me take him from a 10 to like a 7.5 because no matter how high I get in this law shit, I'm gonna always remember when motherfuckers send me something, say something to me. Yup, Naptown, Memphis, H-Town, wherever the fuck I be and whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna make sure, you know what I mean, I plug them, I say whatever. You feel me? I don't give a fuck, nigga. That nigga got shot.
In LeBron James's defense, he might have been 0 dark 30 at this time. We don't know. He might have been off the social media. It might have been playoff time. We don't know.
That's another thing. That's another thing. You tell people you're gonna be off social media, then you pop up with a podcast. Then you come back with the shop again. Like, man.
Hey, Punk, you notice how they're saying things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Man.
Yeah, they don't like
Right.
LeBron James, the person or something.
Right.
I'm cool with the person.
Right. I mean, he ain't done nothing wrong as a person. I mean, he's not a perfect guy.
No,
you know.
not.
I mean, he take care of his body. He stays out of trouble. He tries to do businesses. I mean, he's a perfect model figure for an inspiring basketball player. I mean, he's cool. We don't like his path to getting rings, but we can't say he don't play defense. We can't say he don't work hard. So. We can't say he's a terrible teammate. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't dislike him.
Let me ask you this: who's more of an underachiever, LeBron James or Shaquille O'Neal when it comes to NBA history, their NBA career? Who's more of an underachiever? One being the most dominant player of all time with 4 rings, or LeBron James doing everything we just talked about, playing with all the great players he's played with, also being one of the most dominant players or great players, however you want to call it, with only 4 rings. Which one would you say has underachieved the most? Let me start with you, Ski.
That's tough, ain't it?
It's kind of hard just a little bit, only because, to me, it was 2 different eras a little bit. You know what I mean? When Shaq was in his prime, So I would say the game, the players, everything was a little different. They wasn't calling as many, whatever fouls, whatever it was like basketball. But I would say, I'm gonna say LeBron. I'm gonna say LeBron only because he came out of high school fresh, young. You know what I mean? Like you said, he had to go to another team in his prime when he could have just did something else. He could have, did other shit because he was in his prime. So I'm gonna say LeBron.
Hey, Ski, let me stop you right there because Shaq had to do the same thing. Remember, Shaq was in Orlando when he first.
Oh yeah, you're right. And then he went to.
He had Anthony, the great Penny Hardaway, on his team with great role players and couldn't win. He left L.A. to go team up with Kobe. So they did the same thing, right?
You're right.
Well, Kobe. Well, remember, Kobe wasn't there before Shaq.
No,
Shaq
no. That's what I'm saying. He came because he came to L.A. and then Kobe came. But I'm saying he left Orlando with a great team and had to go somewhere else, like LeBron did, right?
I just think LeBron had a lot of hype coming out of high school, and they had so much, behind him and everything like that, and just having 4 rings at 40. I'm gonna go with LeBron. I'm just gonna say.
What about you, Funk? What you think about this? We're gonna last this here.
I think in Shaq's era, man, there was a lot of great big men. I mean, that was a very significant position for a basketball team, is to have a great center. you know. So, you know, rebounder, shot blocker. I mean, with nobody driving in the hole, you know what I'm saying? You ain't coming down here like that. Underachieving, wow, man. I mean, Shaq had the battle. It's a much different position. Man, I would probably say I'm gonna have to go with LeBron because of the fact of his scoring. You know, he's the number one scorer all time. When you got that kind of numbers, man, you should definitely have more trophies. You know, and the other thing is that LeBron was able to call more shots and create his path. You know, Shaq couldn't do that at that time. The league wasn't having that. You know, it just wasn't a thing to do. You know,
it's not that he couldn't do it; it just wasn't a thing to do.
It wasn't a thing to do.
Like, we know Michael Jordan could have got his son in the NBA, but nobody's thinking like that at this point. Nobody's, you know what I mean? Nobody's disrespecting the game like that. The money, they're chasing. The money is just, you know, when money get into anything, it ruins it. You know what I mean? It ruins the purity of it. So
right, facts.
Now, that's the main deal. What about you, EK? What you got most underrated? Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant big man of all time, or LeBron James, some call the GOAT?
It was tough for me, man. But LeBron deserved all the praise that he gets because he is good. I mean, coming out of high school, you know what I'm saying? He was the most NBA ready when he came out because his body looked like an NBA body, like for real. He was ready. But if I had to say the most disappointing, I would have to say Shaq because I think Shaq should have dominated the league a lot more than what he did, you know, for a shorter period of time. Like I thought he should have dominated the league and had way more championships than he should have had too. You know, because when he was motivated, man, that's when they won championships. But I just feel like he wasn't in shape good enough. Like, and I get it. I get why he wasn't in shape because, you know, he took a pounding, so he was trying to rest his body. But I just think Shaq was more disappointing because I thought he should have way more championships.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
But Shaq got a
What
lot
about
of
you?
money in businesses, boy. That nigga got a lot of businesses and money.
He did
that nigga he the Jeff Bezos. Fuck Magic Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal, baby. He ain't got no bullshit businesses. That nigga got real.
Yeah, he did it on the back end. He like shit.
What about you? He'll have a sex allegation case coming up in about 4 years.
But we won't, cause Shaq ain't no. Hey, Shaq so straight and clear. Hey, my biological, what my daddy wasn't bother, nigga. That nigga, no.
What you think?
He showed these niggas how to be stars, damn near. He showed you he gave you the blueprint how to come and make a name for yourself.
That nigga a sheriff, that motherfucker notary, that motherfucker got big theaters, real estate, nigga, insurance companies. That motherfucker, Shaquille O'Neal, he is, baby. If you say the magic flipper, that nigga's flipper dipper. He didn't show. He showed these basketball players how to get more than just Nike contracts. That man is out here, connected and got his name and hands and everything, fully owned and everything.
What about you though? What's your answer? Who's the most disappointing, Shaq or LeBron?
I'm gonna go with Bronny. Just like Funk said, he had more control. He's had the blueprint from Mike. He's had the blueprint from Kobe, and I don't feel like he worked on his game to get to where it needed to be. I still don't think he works on his game the way he should. I think he plays basketball, but he really hasn't changed his game from day one to today. It's kind of the same. So I didn't see him really develop at all like that. So that, and like you said, he's literally got to pick his own players. Like, could you imagine how many rings Kobe would have got if after he left Shaq, he went to go play with Tim Duncan, and then brought another All-Star with him?
Well, that's a question.
And then left them when he got old, and then joined another two. Like we ain't never seen no shit like that before.
But that's a question I want to bring up too when you get done. That's another question I want to ask before we go out of here.
What was that?
My question?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember the T-Mac interview, right? Because remember you was bringing up how T-Mac and Kobe Bryant, they was trying to say how T-Mac was better.
Mhm.
Now, just I would say a couple weeks ago, T-Mac had an interview and he said he would have won as many championships as Kobe
I heard
if they
that.
would have switched places.
I heard that
So,
stupid shit.
right. So I'm gonna ask y'all, do you really think if him, because he said his skill set would have translated real good with Shaq to where they would have won championships too. So I'm gonna ask y'all, do you really think taking Kobe out and putting T-Mac in, they would still won championships in LA? Don't go all at once now.
Go ahead, Funk. Start it off, Funk. You go ahead.
Go ahead and start it, Funk. What you think?
Okay. Wow, man. T Mac was like at that time. He was like KD at that time. You know, he was a scoring champion. He had great defense, great speed, a great team play. He was smart. He just didn't have the players around him, man. So that's a tough question. Kobe was like a one of a kind, man. And like you say, he had the blueprint. He had a blueprint too. He had someone he looked up to, studied, admired, and said, I'm gonna be better than that man. And he did everything he could to be better than that man. That was his goal. And so Kobe just had a different mentality, man. He played basketball with a chip on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference when you're a black mamba versus being a rattlesnake. You know what I mean? Or a cobra. I mean, it's just different, man. You consider being the most deadly ever, and so you embrace what you said you are.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, that's a fact. I like that take. I like that. He embraced what he said he was. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. What you think? What you think, Ski?
Ski over there cooking, man. What you Ski? Hey.
I agree with I'm cooking. I can multitask.
Was you a T-Mac fan? I think we lost. Her phone might have rang. I think we might.
Well, what about you? What about you?
No, I think I don't think so. Because again, I think it's more than just a plug and play when it comes to winning championships. Just taking one player out and thinking you're gonna sub in that other guy is crazy work to me. Like he brought up Kevin Durant, for example. Everybody thought it was so simple just to put Kevin Durant. The Phoenix Suns was just in the NBA Finals with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton and them, and they said, "No, we lost." They was up 2-0, by the way, and then
great point.
Yeah. So Greek Freak. So they feel like, okay, well, we'll take out Chris Paul and add Kevin Durant, and it should be no problem. We should get right. And look what happens. They don't even make the goddamn play-in tournament. So it ain't just that play. Tracy McGrady doesn't play defense. Kobe was first team all defense a lot of them years with Shaq. Like I said, it's more than just scoring points. Kobe was more than just scoring points at that point. And actually his whole career. He's more than just scoring. And on top of that, Tracy McGrady was injury prone. So who knows who's out to say the injury? His back might not even have given out. Who remember when they played the Pacers in the finals when Shaq fouled out? Remember? Kobe handled business. I don't know if T-Mac never got out the first round, y'all. Out of the first round. I don't care if you got two Hall of Famers or not. You should be able to get out the first round with a talent like T-Mac. He played with Yao Ming, for God's sakes.
I'm gonna say this. Do I think he would have won championships? I would think he would get at least one. Now, multiple championships, I don't know. Now, out of those years, out of the years that Kobe was there with Shaq, do I think T-Mac would at least got one championship? I do. Now, multiple championships, I probably would say no, because like you said, Kobe was more of a killer to where he played defense. He wanted that responsibility every night.
Let me ask you.
It just felt like he just really wanted to be a star. Kobe, he wanted to be the man. He wanted to more than just be a player on the basketball, an all-star. He wanted to be
Because look at
man.
this, hey, imagine you working on your craft day and night, trying to get better. Like Funk is saying, you got the blueprint on who you want to be, right? But then you got this guy on your team that's not taking it serious. Like you said, he's not even in shape half the time. He's not taking the game serious. But I gotta defer to him. I'm so nice. You don't even get to see how nice I am in my talent because I gotta defer to him. And as soon as I got rid of him, now you got to see how nice I really was.
And it's tenacity, dude. I mean, it was bar none. Like for real. Like when Kobe was determined, it was hard to stop him. For real. Like T-Mac was a little different story. Like you force him one way, you force him left. Yeah, you all right.
I think KD's perfect. Like Funk said, KD's the perfect comparison to him because yes, they score easy, but remember, KD ain't won without Steph Curry. Remember that. He ain't won shit without Steph Curry. So it's more than just scoring. I was going to ask you this. This is just a hypothetical. If you took out Reggie Miller and Kobe in the NBA Finals 2000, you swapped them. You put Reggie with Shaq, and you put Kobe on the Pacers. What you think happens in that series? Lakers still win?
Wow. With the team, wow, that's a good one, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
Hey, I'm gonna give it to Kobe.
You think Kobe could have let us over?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Me too, because all you got to really do is contain Shaq and the pieces that they had with Dale Davis. Even though Shaq gonna do what he do,
right?
But Kobe would have helped the Pacers out tremendously on offense to where, man, they would have been balanced.
And Rick Smith used to give Shaq hell. People
forget.
Oh man,
I forgot about him. The Dust Destroyer, boy.
Mark Jackson, Jalen Rose, Chris Mullin, Rick Smith, Davis. Yeah. I agree with you. I think Kobe could have did it too. I really do.
Yeah.
Because they was more balanced. And if you would have put Kobe in that, they would have flourished more.
And Reggie's not a great defender like Kobe was.
He don't make them better either.
One game wasn't like Kobe's was. I mean, I don't know how Reggie would have looked in the triangle offense either. So yeah, I would have took, like I said, Shaq is that nigga. Don't get me wrong, but he can be neutralized at points of the game where you can win. I mean, we saw how Sacramento used to do them. You know what I mean? Made them look a little crazy. But no, that was it, man. We can wrap this up, man. We've been talking an hour, 17 minutes, Funk, man. I appreciate you joining us, man. Staying up.
Yes, man. Appreciate you.
All
man.
right. Yes, sir, man. Thanks for the invite, man. I'll come again. I'm a little tired, man. I would have gave you a little more, but I enjoyed you guys, man. Y'all killed it. And the lady.
Yes, sir. I'll tell her when she get back. I think she went to go eat now, but
yeah, tell her we gotta definitely have her back on and bring another lady in to help her out.
Bet. All right, bet. We're gonna do that, man. Take
yes, sir.
Out, bro.
All right, peace out, bro. Appreciate y'all.
No problem, man. Thank everybody from watching Let You Know podcast. We up out of here, and we out of here. Peace.
Deuces.
Let you know.